sexy pa' que me la modele. Ya las heridas no le duelen. Yo le traje pa' que se revele y formemos el DNR, yeah. Porque por tu cara sé que quieres. Yo sé bien cómo tú eres. Tú tienes hombres de más, también te gustan las mujeres. Estaba buscando una chica como tú. A quien le toca juguemos caro cruz. Ella no es tímida en la multitud. Rosita pa' la baby to su cruz. La gente mirando y se desacató. El maquillaje sacó, ella tiene un fan club. Las gafas que al cielo si no las Jean-Paul. Todos los carros deportivos con los RE Sport. Ella a mí me roncó y terminó llamándome diciéndome que se pa' salir le mintió. Dijo que no estaba de humor, que rico mami se sintió. Por tu cara sé que quieres. Yo sé bien cómo tú eres. Tú tienes hombres de más, también te gustan las mujeres. Por amor nadie se muere. Por amor nadie se muere. A la disco ya no le cabe un alma. Y la nota subiendo los niveles. Ropita sexy pa' que me la modele. Ya las heridas no le duelen. Yo le traje pa' que se revele y formemos el DNR, yeah. Porque por tu cara sé que quieres. Yo sé bien cómo tú eres. Tú tienes hombres de más, también te gustan las mujeres.
Jose Cruz on the mound today, having an out. So 2 down. Next up, Jose Cruz, slugging over 600, and usually you can bet that the league average is going to be in the low 400s. This one popped up. Plasmeyer gets under it. Gets there, got it. We move on to the bottom of the first. Cruz has the ball to start this one. We'll look to get ahead and get in a rhythm.
Japan. War. Hey.
Strike 2. That's a little bit low. The next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees. 1 out and the bases are empty. And now the DH, Eloy Jimenez, making a lot of contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. Cruz will challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. Line drive to right. 2 up, 2 down. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and he'll be on track for a promotion. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint. Bottom of the inning. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Jackson Hornum. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. On the ground, Luciano. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 18, Jake Morfin.
That backdoor breaking ball just missed, but it could have been called for a strike. The batter knows he's got to swing if he comes with another one. Late on that fastball. He must have been sitting on something off speed. To the right side. Tejeda. 2 away. 2 down now. Here's the left fielder, Casey. On fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games. No score here in the second inning.
No!
Pitcher didn't like that call, and he'll challenge. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they are now out of challenges. Two down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the second inning. Fair ball.
Nope, that's low.
Here's a pop-up. Palma under it. And makes the catch. They strand one. We'll move on to the third. For the last half of the inning, stepping to the plate for New Hampshire, JoJo Parker Jr.
Parker Jr.
Now, he clearly excelled at pitching in the amateur ranks, but the question is, will that prowess translate to the professional level? Jumps and throws. Nice play off the bounds for the out.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Ryan McCarty. Oh!
Lifted in the air, right field. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder.
To the top of the order we go. Next up for the Fisher Cats, Javon Ward. First at bat was a strikeout. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Still scoreless in the bottom half of the third. And the slider just misses. What a take with 2 strikes. Fights it off. We'll see another. Swing and a high fly to left.
Take it, take it.
That is the inning. Runner at first, nobody out. This one in the air, center field. Ward coming on. And there's one away. Cruz back on the mound to face the meat of the order. Not an easy task. That one smashed to left field, and it stays fair. Now he turns for second. Here comes the throw. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. Now we'll see if they can crack the scoreboard first.
Oh.
Late on that fastball. Now this is lifted to center. One away. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Jackson Hornum. Grounded out the first time up.
Hey.
Jimenez, the runner at second with one gone.
Ball, low.
And the count 1-2. Oh, that got the batter pretty flush. And now it's runners at first and second.
The right fielder, number 18, Jake Forfeit.
Yes.
Tough spot for the pitcher, but that's how you want to attack it, by getting ahead early and putting the pressure on the hitter. Strike two. On the ground to the right side. Tejeda. Off balance speed. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now the left fielder, Casey.
25, Jake Casey.
Next offering is downstairs. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. They leave 2 runners on base. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Fisher Cats batting. A swing and a miss. I know that there are some fans who are confused about this, but a Fisher Cat is not actually a cat. It's a mustelid, like badgers, otters, and weasels. And it rarely eats fish. And now you know. 1 up, 1 down. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. 1 out and the base is empty. Slider misses away. That one is absolutely pummeled. It's got a chance. And it'll bang off the wall. Into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. And here is Ryan McCarty. The 0-1. That one out to right. Corona moving under it. And now 2 away. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Javon Ward. The Fisher Cats with a shot at scoring first. Bottom half of the 5th. Swing, and this one lifted down the left field line. Towards the line. Slice is foul, but it had the distance. Swings and misses. Struck the batter out. And that ends the inning. Still nothing. Nobody out and a runner at first.
Watch out, drop in right here. Here you go.
Cruz up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Good job to let the low one go there. This one is labeled.
Go.
That one hops against the fence. Headed for the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Man, that pitch was tattooed. 108 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that's usually going to get you enough. Tyler Hardman will hit next. Swings and flares it, and it falls. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Relay throw, the tag, out. It took a great team effort to cut him down trying to score there. Nice job to hit the relay on target, then make a good throw home for the out. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Messenger. Third time out this year. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Mid-South Electronic Credit Union. You can bank on them with your business.
Ball.
Next pitch, in for a strike. And he steps out of the box asking for time. 2 down and nobody aboard. And we're in the top of the 8th. This one to right. Gets there. Got it. 3 up, 3 down that time. We've got the last. Cutter Coffee now at the plate. Tying run at second base. And the home team trying to send these fans home happy. Gladney. And that's the ball game. Cruz was good for him both hitting and pitching in this ball game. If you're going to pitch and hit long term, you really can't let either side of the game sink too much. You got to keep contributing across the board. When he has a game like this, it shows he's got what it takes to remain a two-way player. Jose Cruz getting ready. He's on an all right, ready to go here. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Jose Cruz. And that's how this game gets started. And a challenge from behind the dish. Didn't miss by a lot, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks him down to 1 challenge left. Foul ball there. And the 1-1.
Ball.
He swings and drives this one to deep left. It's got a chance. Snags it on the warning track. That's a well-executed pitch. He got him out in front on the pitch away and earned the flyout. Jose Cruz getting ready to hit. Drove in their only run in last night's game. First pitch misses, ball 1. Like others before him, he dominated both sides of the game in the amateur ranks. As always, the question for a two-way player is whether that prowess will translate to the professional level. And makes the catch. 1 out and 2 in scoring position. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Jose Cruz.
Hey, clutch up right now.
Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. In the air, right field. Gets there, got it. Runners tag up from second and third. To the plate, safe! And they lead by 2.
Now batting.
That's team first hitting we just saw. He knew they were counting on him to bring in the run with something deep enough in the air. Nice job. Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Good job to let the low one go there. Oh, great stop. On his knees, the throw. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Cruz Cruz steps in with the go-ahead run in scoring position. A huge chance here to take the lead. In the air, right field. And that'll do it. Very fired up after that and completely understandable. Winning run at third, 2 down. That one out to right. Base hit, that'll do it. And the Fisher Cats walk this one off. They win it 4-3. Nice job to notch the win, and they keep us from having to go into extras by pushing across the winning run in the 9th. I'm sure everybody in the press box is feeling pretty happy about that right now. Jose Cruz ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency. One down. Jose Cruz digs in now. He has had a tremendous season, a lot of power, and put up a good average to boot.
Ball.
Missed off the inside. 2 balls, no strikes. In the air to center. 2 down. The batter now, Javon Ward. Drops it down the third baseline. And just beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Runner at second, 2 down. And it's straight to the backstop. And he goes down to third on the wild pitch. Here's the 1-0 offering. And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Does it have the distance? And off the batter's eye in dead center for a home run. What a shot. Blasted that one out of here. And they cut into the deficit. It's 3-2. Runner at second here and 1 away.
Here we go. No one better. Let's go.
Cruz up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Tying run at second base. We're in the top of the 5th inning. This one to right. Borafin under it. 2 away now. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. First and second, 2 outs. And now the shortstop, JoJo Parker Jr. That one down the line. Sends it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Cruz up now with his team trailing. This offense needs a spark, so big AB here. It's ball one. And that's outside. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Gets a chase on that one. Three-two now. And there's a fly ball deep to right. That's down, one hop's off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper.
Okay, stand up, stand up.
One gone. Couple of pitches, a quick out. That'll work. And now, Tyler Hardman. And the tying run's at the plate. In the air to left. Ngia under it. Here's the throw. But it's offline. Nice team-first approach on that sacrifice fly. Good attitude for any minor leaguer to emulate. Here's the left fielder, Ismael Munguia.
Ismael Munguia.
1-2, here's the pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner around third. Comes across to score. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Here's the catcher, Duran. Here's a grounder right side. And that'll do it. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long. Jose Cruz working through his prep. So digging in, Jose Cruz. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. In the air to left center. This one pretty far back. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. First and second, two down.
Go right here, no one better, no one better.
And that's ripped into right. Catch is made, inning over. One run in the inning, but they leave a pair aboard. Midway through the second. Somerset ahead in this game, 1-0. So up next, Jose Cruz.
Get your pitch, no one better up there.
In the air to left center. Diving, can't get it, base hit. The throw to third. The tag, and they cut him down, going for two. One out and two on. And the batter will be the shortstop, Adrian Pinto. Right-hander kicks and deals. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third. Runner scores, and they take the lead. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Digging in for the Patriots, Jose Cruz. 1 for 3. It just misses. A ball and no strikes. You know he's looking for something to drive with the potential tying run over at first base. If he can put one in the gap, look out. And another ball. The Patriots with the tying run aboard at first. And the slider just misses. Duke Ellis in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three-one pitch. That clips the corner. With the runner moving here, the batter has to find a way to put something in the gap to bring him in. Barely a whisker out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. And that ABS review is sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, where they're committed to finding the ideal specs for your spectacles. Once you get glasses with them, you'll see the world in a whole new light. On the ground to third, Coffee. Play made, that ends the inning. Cruz up now, redemption time. His teammate left the runner out there, but now he can finish the job. On the ground to third, Coffee. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand. 1 out, and the potential go-ahead run is at second. The 0-1. On the ground to the left, Cruz. There's one. Outstanding play. Inning over. It's been said so many times, that is the pitcher's best friend. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches. So 2 down. At the plate, Jose Cruz.
Jose Cruz.
Ball, low.
That one misses, and the count is 2-0. This one lifted to center field. Ward drifts towards it and makes the catch. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and it's a 2-run game. To the right side. Steps on the bag. Ball game. Not much to speak about, but always good to get a team win. Jose Cruz, with a blend of raw talent and poise, is quickly becoming a player to watch this season. It's the Somerset Patriots and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. First pitch. Next up, the designated hitter, Jose Cruz. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Ball one there. Liner caught at second. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Jose Cruz. 0 for 1 so far. This one high in the air, out to left center. It's pretty deep. Tracks it down for the out. And that is out number. First and second with one away. Next is the designated hitter, Jose Cruz.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Clutch up, kid.
Now that he's gotten ahead in the count, he needs to attack and finish off this hitter. Cruz wants another look at the called strike, and here's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. That ABS review is brought to you by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical. Pay them a visit, and they'll make sure you see what's coming your way. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. Hard hit to right center. Base hit. Coming to the plate. Comes across to score. In at second with an RBI double. Comes through with the RBI. Hammered that one with a really nice all-around swing, and he hit it pretty deep before it fell in for the knock. 1 out and 2 in scoring position. Now the left fielder, Duke Ellis. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. On the ground, right side.
Right here, right here.
Safe at first as they can't make the play. When a team is already down, players can have the tendency to press a little bit, maybe try to make things happen. That can lead to errors like the one we just saw, and now they're even further behind. This one to third. Pinto over to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. We're midway. Cruz digs in now, playing with the lead. Cruz, 22 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. This pitch popped up. McCarty under this one. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the left fielder, Duke.
And now the DH, Jose Cruz. And he's not just a power hitter who sells out for homers. He does a great job to cover the whole plate and make good contact. This is the kind of batter you can build a lineup around at any level. Base hit.
All right, turn, find it.
They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Aggressive approach paid off there, found something he could hit. Nice line drive cut there, had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. In the air to the right, Borafin has a beat on it. Gets there, got it. To the top of the order we go. Stepping to the plate for New Hampshire, KC. Ground ball to third base. Over to pick it up. That'll end the evening's action. Not the greatest game he's ever had, but he helped him get the win. Take some lessons from this one and build on it. Jose Cruz on the mound today. The designated hitter, Jose Cruz. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Nice job to lay off the fastball inside. He made the right call. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. And it one-hops the wall. One run comes in. Headed for the plate. The relay. Not in time. Safe at home. And they lead by 2.
Batting fourth, the first
It looked for a second like he was a little out in front, but he did a great job to keep the hands back and swing through the ball. And he's rewarded with a couple of RBIs. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Next up for the Patriots, Tyler Hardman.
Hey, keep it going.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, but blocked. At the belt, kicks and delivers. Cranked out to right center. Borafin on the move to the alley. And makes the grab.
Right,
Runner tags and goes to third. Runner at third with one gone in the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Kennedy Corona. And that one hit to first. And steps on the bag for the out. And now the center fielder, Chase Avina. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. And that is a nice play to end the inning. Welcome back. And on the mound now, Jose Cruz. We're well into the season. With the success he's having on the hill, his odds of advancing look quite good. Cruz on the mound for what could be a statement game. Let's see if he can come out of the gate firing. Close one, but doesn't get the call. Cruz thought that was a strike, so here's a challenge. And it just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for him. On 0-1, the delivery. Right through there for a strike. Just off the outside edge. What a take with 2 strikes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. And again on 1-2. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Looked like he misread that one out of the pitcher's hand. He pulled the trigger pretty late. I'm sure he wants another crack at it. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Far inside, nearly clipped the batter. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Not in time to get the out at first, and we'll see how they score it. Cruz back to work after the speedy leadoff hitter got on. We'll need to keep an eye on that runner here. Bounced up the middle. There's one. Double play. That is outstanding defense. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Bases are empty with 2 away. Damiano Palmigiani will hit next. Didn't play in last night's game. Had a little breather. That's outstanding command on the sinker here in the first, and that could mean a long day for the opposing hitters. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. And that's that. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the catcher, Jackson Hornum.
Strike 1.
Swings and misses. 0-2. Close, doesn't get the call. Cruz will challenge the call, thinking it was a strike. And that barely scraped the zone. The call is overturned. So they still have both challenges.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 18, Jake Borfin.
In there at the knees. 0-1. Borafin thought that pitch missed, and here comes a challenge. And the strike is overturned following the review. They'll keep both their challenges. 1 out and the base is empty. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And it's strike 2. Fouls it off, still 1-2. He goes down looking. That fastball right on the outside corner had him frozen. Some really textbook pitching there. He might as well have walked to the plate and placed it on the black. Great work for the backwards K. Two outs and nobody aboard. To the right side, Kilby. There with plenty of time, inning over. Next to hit, Jose Cruz. A chance to do some more damage here after driving in a pair the last time up. And that one fouled off. The 0-1 offering. In the dirt, but kept it close. Dances out of the way. Luciano over at second, 1 down. That one is foul. We'll see another. And the 2-2. This one's in the dirt. To third. Tag, and he's safe.
No, he's
into third on the wild pitch. Grounder to the left side. And foul ball. Payoff pitch. Hits this one to fairly deep center field. And makes the catch. And that should get the job done. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. And they take a 3-run lead.
Tyler Hardman.
Bottom of the inning. Coming up now to the dish for New Hampshire, Cutter Coffee.
Cutter Coffee.
And that one is inside. Cruz surprised to not get the strike, and here's a challenge. And the call stands, it was a ball. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. That ABS review sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, innovating vision care since 1887 in Jericho, New York. Try their new daily contact lenses that fully dissolve after 24 hours with a 99% success rate. Late on that fastball. That's a teachable moment for this hitter. He knows he shouldn't have been late swinging on that 2-0 fastball. And now it's even up. Swing and a pop-up. Luciano under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting it, the shortstop, JoJo Parker Jr.
And that's outside. And he grounds it to the right side. Hardman takes it to the bag. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the third.
The second baseman, Adrian.
Nobody on and 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Adrian Pinto. And a big swing and a miss. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Next pitch, in for a strike. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. 3 innings in the books in this one. The Patriots on top, 3-0. Welcome back. The Fisher Cats at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. That one finds the zone. In 2018, the Fisher Cats won the Eastern League title behind several future major leaguers, including Jordan Romano, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Bo Bichette, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Quite a group. Pops this one up. Kilby gets there under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the
Vladimir
designated
Guerrero
hitter,
Jr. played
the
only 61 games for New Hampshire in
Jimenez.
2018, but he destroyed Eastern League pitching. He batted .402 with 14 homers and 60 RBIs, all at just 19 years old. That one in the dirt. And the 1-2. And the slider just misses. The Fisher Cats still in search of their first hit in this one. Ground ball to second. Kilby. That's out, number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Damiano Palmigiani.
2 down now. And here's the first baseman, Damiano Palmigiani, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that's off the inside edge. There's a strike. Two outs and nobody aboard. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. On to the top of the 5th. The Patriots on top here, 4-0. Digging in for the Patriots, Jose Cruz.
Jose Cruz.
Ground ball to third, and it goes just foul. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. An absolutely titanic shot. 22nd homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 5-zip. That ball was gone as soon as it left the bat. He absolutely smoked it. That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. He may have been hunting something on the outer half, but he kept the hands in and blasted that one out for the round tripper. Cruz ready to work with a lead.
Bowling.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jake Borfin.
That's a terrific backdoor slider. He made the right call not to swing. It's tough to do much with that.
Ball.
This is a better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working the count well. The Patriots ahead by 5. Bottom half of the 5th. Late on that fastball. And there's a base hit into left. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Casey. Rolled out to second in the first AB. Bash down the right side, but foul. Swing and a drive. It's carrying. And it's off the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. Might be a chance for them to start working their way back into this thing. Swings at the first pitch. Strike 2. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Sharp eye at the plate. He'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for him. Borafin at third. Jake Casey at second. 1 away. And the slider just misses. Hammers this one in the air deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. A towering blast. 6th homer of the season.
For Somerset.
So they turn things over to the righty, Trent Sellers, coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Jose Cruz. Back in the 5th inning, he poked a solo homer, and that's been an important play in this game. Here comes the 1-0. Sharp grounder, that's through for a knock. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. Seeing the ball very well in this game. That's a great swing he put on that pitch. Stepped through it and smacked it hard the other way through the infield. That's a good advanced approach.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Towards first. Over to second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Cruz digging in. 2 outs. RBI opportunity. Looking to come through for his team. Hit hard on a line. And that's that. Winning run stands at second. And there's a hit. And here comes the runner. The throw home. And the Fisher Cats walk this one off. They win it 6-5. Not at all easy to come up with 3 runs in the 9th to win it. Being down 2, especially with all the power arms that come out of modern bullpens, it's hard enough to come back to tie the game, let alone get the W. But they found a way. Fantastic team effort. Jose Cruz, fresh off an incredible series, is ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Hartford Yard Goats and the Somerset Patriots. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Andy Perez now at the plate.
Third baseman, Andy Perez.
One ball, one strike. And a bunt towards third. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. That was some smooth bunting ability he showed there. Perfect bat angle, dropped the ball down in a great spot, and easily into first on the bunt single. Cranked out to right center, and that one looks like it'll be trouble. Dives, but can't make the catch. Lead runners around second. Runners at the corners now, nobody out. That at bat was over in the blink of an eye. You talk about strong hands, he's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone, and he still got it. Runner on the go. This one in for a strike. Clearly they're going for it in this inning. With runners on first and third, they took the risk and sent him from first to put both runners in scoring position. The gamble paid off, and now a base hit does real damage. Two runners in scoring position and nobody out. On the ground, right side. Takes it to first for the out. Here's the second baseman, Braden Shoemate.
Hey, keep going up there. Clutch up.
To the right side.
All right,
Stevens.
hold up. Right here.
Two away as the run scores from third. So a man at third, two away. And here is Chase Avina. Here comes the 1-1. On the ground to third, Perez. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. So a run on one hit, no errors, one runner left on base. One inning in the books here. Hartford with the lead, 2-1. One out and the base is empty.
The third baseman, Jose
Cruz hitting second in the lineup. He's got 9 RBI in his last 10 games. High chopper to third, Perez. And safe at first. Some strange defense there. And it's going to wind up out of play. Man at second, one away. Next up for the Patriots, Tyler Hardman.
Hey, no one better. Clutch up right here.
This one's in the dirt. Throw into third. And he's got no chance. He's out. Well, he couldn't get a good read on how far away that ball rolled, and he got caught stealing third as a result. That cost them a runner in scoring position. Cruz now at the plate and swings through strike one. One out and the base is empty. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Not in time to get the out at first, and we'll see how they score it. That should have been out number 2 without too much difficulty, but he couldn't field it cleanly. The error means they've still got significant work to do to end this frame. 2-2, and the pitch. Runner on the go, in the dirt. The catcher blocks it, and he steals second without a throw. The 3-2 pitch. That one to first. Collects it.
Hang on.
And steps on the bag for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Braden.
So a man at third, 2 away. And next, the cleanup hitter, Braden Shoemake.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
A frozen rope. And that retires the side. One runner left stranded, and this remains a 3-1 game. Two down and a runner at second base. Now a chance for G.J. Hill. Bunting for a hit. Tries to barehand, and it gets by. That puts runners at the corners with 2 away. When he comes to the plate, you always have to be on guard for the bunt attempt. That was well executed, and once he got that speed going, it was all over. 2 outs, runner on first base. Now at the dish, Jose Cruz, 1 for 3. That pitch gets the inside corner. And the righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Great pitch to get a swing like that. Foul ball, still 0-2. He's doing a good job of changing speeds. First the off-speed stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance. That one 95 to finish the punch-out. So 1 hit is all they get through 8 full. The Yard Goats lead it 3-1. One away and a runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ethan Holiday. And the 1-1. On the ground to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now the left fielder, Jace Avina.
The left fielder, number 1, Jace Avina.
Swing and a drive.
Go, ball, go!
This one's back there. And that'll do it. Kind of an average performance. It was a loss for the team, and he was unremarkable at the plate. Jose Cruz, one of the top prospects in the league. And now, Ethan Holiday. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming to the plate. Ball comes home and he is dead at the plate. One down. Jose Cruz digs in now. In the air to the right, it's pretty deep, and makes the catch.
Batting third, the left fielder, Duke.
Digging in now for the Yard Goats, G.J. Hill. 0-2, and the delivery. Chop to third. Cruz whips it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Batting ninth.
Runner at second, 2 down. Grounder to third. Slings to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 runner left aboard. They're behind in this one, 3-0. Cruz steps in, looking to be the hitter that breaks through. No runs on the board yet, but this could be a table setter moment for him. With a 6-run lead, no reason to be too fine with him here. You have to attack hitters in this spot. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. Does it have the distance? And it one-hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Really strong, loud contact on that swing. It didn't have enough to leave the ballpark, but it's still a very nice double. Digging in for the Patriots, Duke Ellis.
Duke Ellis.
Here comes the 2-2. And there's a hit. And now it's runners at first and second.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So up next, Tyler Hardman. Now the payoff pitch. In the air to left. Grabs it on the run.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 1.
And now, Jace Avina. And the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt, but blocked. One out, runners at first and second. Puts it in the air to center. And there are 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Braden Shoemate. The 0-1. Swing and a rocket. That one's back there. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It just got out of here. 3rd home run of the season. And they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3. That one was almost robbed out there in right field. The batter can feel good about the round tripper, but looking at the right fielder, he's replaying that one mentally, wondering if he could have brought it back. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Jose Cruz. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike. Now that he's gotten ahead in the count, he needs to attack and finish off this hitter. Line drive, that's a base hit.
Find the ball.
Coming around third. Comes across the score, and it's 6-4. This is a relentless lineup, top to bottom. They were down pretty far in this one, but he and his teammates just keep fighting back. 1 out and 2 on. And now, Duke Ellis. 1-2, here's the pitch. Grounder to third. There's one. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. Good situational awareness and hustle there, knowing that a double play ends the inning. With the batter reaching first, they're still alive in this frame. Next up for the Patriots, Jose Cruz. Excellent swing the last time up. A line drive single to center. Line drive to left field. Carey on the move to the gap. And that'll do it. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did a nice job to contribute.
247-365. And you know where it's like 247-365. Hustling, really, man, I gotta get mine.
Looking for me? Just look up in the sky on them clear black nights. You see me? Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I would be the one with 900,000 bars. Take rap there and back and right back there. Over and again, this is so not fair.
Jose Cruz with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Can he keep it going today?
What you really talking about? Hold on. Why you talking?
Now up, Jose Cruz. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. 0-2, rocks and fires. Hit on the ground, might be two. Quickly to second for one. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Tyler. Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Cruz.
Cruz stands in now and watches strike one. Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Holiday on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left aboard. We've played 2 innings. We're tied in this one, 2-2. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Patriots batting. Hard hit, left side.
Hard 90.
To first. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. And here at the plate, Jose Cruz. I'm curious how they'll approach this at bat. Batter's shown great hitting under pressure this year. Shoots this one up the left field line. And foul ball. Oh, 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Couple of ways the pitcher can succeed here. He can either get the strikeout or induce a double play. And a soft liner to first. That's caught for the out. Race to the bag, but safe. Good job to avoid the double play. Nobody out, first and second here. Now it's the right fielder, Robert Calaz. Hard ground ball, base hit. And here comes the runner. Comes in to score. Now the tag at third, and they get the out. Smart heads-up defensive play there. He knew he couldn't get the runner at home, so instead went to third and cut the runner down there. Nice job. And the next batter, Jose Cruz. Popped up. Amador under it. Gets there. Got it. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Derek Bernard getting ready to hit. Tapped softly on the ground. Cruz. On to first. Leadoff hitter retired here in the 9th. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, Robert Calaz. Here's a fly to left. Avina settles under this one. And that is the ball game. he's definitely capable of more than this. They got the win, but I'm sure he'll be hungry to come out and do better in the next game. Jose Cruz will be on display in this one, and he's the league leader. One down, and now at the plate, Jose Cruz. Making a lot of contact recently, currently owns a 7-game hitting streak. This one is labeled. 2 up, 2 down. And now, Jose Cruz, 0 for 1 so far.
Jose Cruz.
On the ground at third, might be 2. Perez tossed to second, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 out and the base is empty. Cruz, 22 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. 0-1 now.
Oh.
They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Decent movement on that slider, but he needs to bring it a little closer to the plate. That one was way outside, and the batter was able to take it more easily. Grounds this one up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. And the throw takes too long to develop. And they come away without an out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Runner at first. And now the center fielder, Duke Ellis. The 0-1, runner on the move. Fly ball, left field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Now a throw to first. Runner won't get back in time. It's a double. Next to hit, Jose Cruz. 1 for 3. That one hammered but pulled foul. Strike 2. The Yard Goats ahead by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th. That one is way inside. That'll back him up a bit. Turns, rocks, and fires. That one ripped out to left. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint. Digging in for the Patriots, Dax Kilby. Lasky is just 1 strike away. Grounder to the left side. Holiday. On to first. Ball game. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. And they may have needed great to get the win. Jose Cruz, the former first-round pick, gearing up. Promising. Cruz, ready to go. Looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
Arael Amador.
On 0-1, the delivery. Right through there for a strike. This pitch popped up. Tejeda under this one. And a quick out, number 1. Those high fastballs in the zone look so tempting, but it's hard for hitters to get on plane with them. 1 out and the bases are empty. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, Chris Bryant.
Ball 1.
And now 2-1. Comes up empty, strike two. 1 out and the base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. He's doing a good job of changing speeds. First the off-speed stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance. Ground ball left side. And this ball's gonna wind up out of play. Cruz back to work after the error. Let's see if he lets this snowball.
For red.
And that's in for a strike. Big sigh of relief from the pitcher after he got away with that high curve. They want to bring that down. Base hit. Runner around third. The tag. Safe. And they've taken the lead. 1-0. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Cruz ready to go again after giving up the run. Still in control of how this inning ends. That sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat. Swings and misses, struck him out. It looked like he recognized the slider, but got the swing off late and just couldn't barrel it up. Here's the left fielder, Jared Thomas. Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Not sure he was ready to hit. Took the first 2 pitches for strikes. Time for him to battle now. Caught him looking for the strikeout. Midway in the first. Hartford ahead in this game, 1-0. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Jose Cruz. Runner at second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run. And there's a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. He was all over that one. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. Now the left fielder, McGinnis. There goes the runner. Hit weakly on the ground. Out number 1 as a run comes in to score. 1 out and a runner at second. At the plate, Garrett Martin. And we're all even up. Swings and flares it. Makes the grab and there's 2 out. Goes to the bag. It's a double play. And top half of the second from Somerset. Here's the center fielder, Robert Calaz. That one a little bit high. He swings and drives this one to deep left. That one's carrying. Out of here into the visiting bullpen. And just like that, they're out in front. It's a 2-1 game. To my eye, he looks really comfortable hitting recently. Seeing the ball well, looks confident, and he is punishing every mistake pitch he sees.
Ball, low.
1 run in the inning so far. Here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Kilby. 1 away.
Batting 8, the catcher.
Base is empty, 1 away. The batter now, Cole Messina. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. And 1-2. That's some smart pitching from him out there to change the eye level. Now that the hitter's looking up, he can come back down low and finish him off. Struck out swinging, way out front for strike 3. That's a style of pitching that goes all the way back to Rube Waddell and Three Finger Brown at the start of the modern era. High hitter to shift the eye level, and then he tunnels the curveball and drops it down for the swinging K.
Ball.
2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. Avina glides in towards the infield and makes the catch. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it leaves. On to the next inning, and now it's going to be Adael Amador. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Amador batting leadoff today. He's been absolutely electric over the last 10 games, hitting over 400.
Nope. Ball 1.
Cruz will challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. And the call stands. It was a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now. And the 1-2. Gets a piece, stays alive. And again on 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Excellent work to tunnel those last 2 pitches. He set him up with a high fastball, got the eyes up, and then buried the low curveball for the swinging K. Really good pitching.
Ball 1.
Tied up here early in the ball game. Righty comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. First 2 batters gone in the top of the 3rd. That's what he'd like to have back, a mid-90s fastball in a hittable location. Two down now. Digging in now for the Yard Goats, Andy Perez. Curveball drops in there. Try to get him chasing on the changeup.
No,
I know
that's a
he's
ball.
hunting fastball at the plate, but the pitcher doesn't have to give in. If he trusts his secondary stuff more, he should keep going to it. And that barely scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 2-2. On the ground to 3rd. Tejeda tosses to 1st. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. We move on to the bottom of the 3rd. We're tied in this one. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Jose Cruz. Wallops this one out towards right center. That's a base hit.
That ball was hit real hard. Good job. You scored up.
No
Now
time
batting,
wasted
the
here.
left fielder,
Great
number
job to
20,
step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. Digging in, McGinnis. Go ahead, run it first. Nobody out. Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. Throw safe at second. Not close. Inside, almost got the hitter. No outs and a runner on second. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Well, that'll fire up the home crowd, and they grab the lead. It's 4-2. Some homers just sound different, and that's a prime example right there. That baseball was wrecked. Cruz back on the hill. Offense did their part. Now let's see if he can keep this lineup at bay. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away.
That's a ball.
After those two pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. And that's off the inside edge. Cruz will challenge the call, thinking it was a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for him now. That ABS review is brought to you by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical. Pay them a visit, and they'll make sure you see what's coming your way. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. 1-0, here's the pitch. Fly ball to right. Martin in position. Gets there, got it. And now the center fielder, Robert Calaz. Already a solo homer in this one. Right side. And it's through for a hit. The tying run is aboard. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, Cole Messina. Struck out swinging the first time.
Ball.
Foul ball there. The 1-1 offering. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. Scores on that one. It's an RBI single. And now they trail by 1. To third, Tejeda. And that ends the inning. 2 runners left stranded, but they do manage to push across a run. 2 outs, runners at first and second.
Hitter, Jose Cruz.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us.
And that one hammered. It's carrying. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. 1 run comes across. Another scores. 2 runs come in on the play. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Terrific swing on that pitch. Really well struck. Just needed to get a little more under it to send it out of here. Still, excellent cut. Here's the left fielder,
Now
McGinnis.
batting, the left fielder,
We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 runs in to
McGinnis.
score in the inning. On the ground, right side. Stevens. There with plenty of time. Inning over. It's 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th inning. Elmer Rodriguez trying to protect this lead.
Jose Cruz.
Cruz in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. This one popped up. Hill coming in on it. One up, one down. Here's the second baseman, Chad Stevens.
Chad Stevens.
On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw. And that leaves them with runners at first and second. They're still in this one by the skin of their teeth.
Now
first and second, 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Jared Thomas. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball, this one should do it. Kilby. And that's the ball game. Cruz with a subpar outing on the mound, but an excellent day at the dish. It's not going to be all sunshine and roses for any pitcher, and that includes two-way players. But he can be proud of the way he swung the bat in this one.
Simply unbeatable, that's just my ethos. Characteristics, I'm little amigos. Bougie, I can't speak my lingo, but no, I stay hitting like Locos Doritos. My swag and my drip is some little Gojitas. Fusion high, I don't have no equals, I keep it 100. I needed a sequel. If you need a feature, then speak to my people.
On that grain. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm from the MISSISSIPPI. Long as we do not divide, like gon' get denied, get defied. We bout to buck down on your kin, I can know the kick in. You is not my friend. I pull my pants up, then I did my dance on these. Said the devil cannot get me, I'm too clean in these bowls. I suppose you wanted to see it lose, but I refuse. I've been cool since David had 22s on that leg. I brought it back. In July, burn up your back, burn up your back, burn up your back. You know that colder than I'm a southern soldier, I told you. But first, let me tell you what got me up out of it. Got me out of it. Let me tell you what got me up out of it.
One down. Now at the plate, Jose Cruz. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Swing and a long drive to left field. He can admire this one. It's out of here. An absolutely titanic shot. 23rd home run of the year. Seems safe to say that he got what he was looking for on that pitch. Great job to square it up and send it out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Cruz.
No one better. Clutch up right now.
Cruz takes a ball standing in for the second time. On the ground, Holiday. Play made, that ends the inning. And the bases loaded. Cruz in the box for the 3rd time today. Takes that one off the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. All loaded up. In the dirt, but kept it close. Runners stay put. Count moves to 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Fouled off left side. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side. And that's the end of the inning. Moving on to the fifth.
Now batting.
Next to hit,
the
Jose
designated hitter,
Cruz. Back in the first inning, he delivered a solo shot that I'm sure he's looking to build on here.
Went to A&D, Mad P, phone tomorrow. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap dude.
Hey, right guy, no one better up there.
Hard hit to right center. And makes the catch. Runner tags and goes to third. So after he moved up on the tag, we'll see if they can pay it off and bring him in to score. A lot of ways they can plate this run now. So digging in, Jose Cruz. He's already homered in this ballgame. High fly to center. Carey gets there, under it. Gets there, got it.
Now batting, center fielder, Duke.
2 outs, runner on first base. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, Adael Amador. Fly ball, right field. Corona under it. Hauls it in, and this one is over. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate. Jose Cruz, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today? It's the Reading Fighting Phil. One down. Stepping to the plate next for Reading, Alex Pinellas. 1-2 pitch. On the ground to third.
1-1-1.
On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Jose Rodriguez.
Cruz steps in. Not an easy at bat here. Young arm with nasty stuff and zero fear. And they say he went. Cruz with a homer in his last game. Gets under it, pops it up. Should have this one. And makes the catch. One out and the base is empty.
Third baseman, Jose Cruz.
That one fouled off. Cruz, 22 years old, he's been unconscious at the plate, hitting better than .350 in his last 10 games. Grounder left side, and that's just foul. And that's outside. What a take with 2 strikes. That one not close. That curveball was way high. He clearly didn't release it properly. On the ground to the left. Handles. And beats it. Safe.
Now batting.
And that hitting streak he's on grows with that knock. Now up to 11 games. Starting to really generate some momentum here. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this going. Man on at first. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Duke Ellis. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second, out. That was not even close.
Now
so digging in, Carter Matheson. Grounder to third. Fair ball. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Patriots batting.
Patriots, the third baseman, Jose Cruz.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it in, 1 away. Clearly ready to swing the bat starting off this inning. Tough break with the line out, but a really nice cut. Cruz stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Yep.
And before the 1-1 pitch, time is called. The 1-1 offering. Dunks one into left. They fire it in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Duke Ellis will hit next.
Ellis.
Payoff pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's 1. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. Good situational awareness and hustle there, knowing that a double play ends the inning. With the batter reaching first, they're still alive in this frame. And the 1-2. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner around third. Crosses the plate. Now the tag at third, and they get the out. Smart heads-up defensive play there. He knew he couldn't get the runner at home, so instead went to third and cut the runner down there. Now at the dish, Carson DiMartini. The Fightin' Phils down to their last strike. And what a play! Ball game! He's definitely capable of more than this. They got the win, but I'm sure he'll be hungry to come out and do better in the next game. One down. Here's the third baseman, Jose Cruz. Doing a fine job at the plate recently, working on a nice 11-game hitting streak. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. It's got a chance, and it one-hops the wall. The relay to second starts the afternoon off right with a double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. So up next, Duke Ellis.
Grab him in for us. We need you. Let's go.
On the ground, right side. And there's a hit. And here comes the runner. Throw to the plate. The tag. Safe. And they've taken the lead. 1-0. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Rolled over on that one a bit, but still managed to put enough behind it that it scooted through the infield for a base hit. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. The Fightin' Phils at the plate here in the second inning.
The right fielder, number 6, Nick Biddison.
On the ground to third. Oh, gloves it. Throw to first. Throw is low, and he can't hang on. Safe. Tremendous effort to get to it and make the stop on that play, but you still have to finish the job properly. The inaccurate throw means that all that work is for nothing. Something to work on going forward. Nobody out and a runner at first.
The third baseman, Jose Cruz.
Cruz hitting second in the lineup. He's got 9 RBI in his last 10 games. Right-hander kicks and deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Smoked that through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. In the air on the infield, and there's the call for the infield fly. One out and 2 on. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Tyler Hardman. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the air to left. Matheson under this one. Gets there. Got it. Here comes the throw. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. And the 2-2. That one out to right. And that's the end of the inning. 2 left on base, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Runner at first, 1 away. Cruz in the box again, takes a strike. That's a strike, but probably not a great one to swing at on the first pitch. Smart take, I think. Now a fly ball to right center. And there's 2 down. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. Cruz stepping in now with the lead, looking to tack on some insurance runs. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No, that's
You
the
know,
ball.
I thought that was a strike, and yep, here's a challenge. Just caught the zone by a hair, and the call is overturned. So they still have both challenges. And here's the 0-2. Ball one there. He fell behind 0-2, but after taking a pitch that far outside the zone, he might be thinking about getting back into this at-bat. Got the batter swinging. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Rodriguez.
Jose Rodriguez.
Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. Pops up the bunt. Fires over to first. Runners advance on a good sacrifice bunt. Cruz steps in looking to be the rally starter. This could be the inning that flips this game. It's ball one. Grounder to third. Picks it up. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired here in the ninth. Trying to eke out at least one run and send this ball game to extras. This one in the air to right. It's carrying. This one is over. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. And they may have needed great to get the win.
So I crown you.
I need you and your friends to show up at
Jose Cruz, with a blend of raw talent and poise, is quickly becoming a player to watch this season. It's the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Somerset Patriots. Stepping in, Jose Cruz. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. In the dirt, but blocked. Out towards left center. This one carrying. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away. What an effort he put in on that play. Covered a ton of ground and saved extra bases with the catch. On the mound, he might want to take a second before throwing this next pitch to give him a break. One out with a runner at second. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. 1-0. Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. He put a very good swing on that one. Even if he couldn't elevate it, sent it whirring through the infield for a knock. Nice approach. And that one looks like it'll be trouble. He turns and heads for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's in the dirt. 1-1 pitch now. Swings and sends a laser to right. Runner tags and goes to third.
Right here on the back.
Runner at third, one away. Next up for the Patriots, Tyler Hardman. And 1-2. Swings, soft line drive. Makes the catch for the second out. And excellent defensive play prevents a run from scoring on that one. Now it's the right fielder, Kennedy Corona. And the 1-1. Dances out of the way. That'll back him up a bit. Just missed. They haven't been able to put up much offense in this one, but on a 3-1 count, that might change. We'll see how it goes. And ball four.
Take your base. Ball four.
Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Jace Avina.
Clutch up for us.
And that'll
That's
load the
ball.
bases.
Take your base.
The batter number 6. Shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Dax Kilby.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here, kid.
That one ripped into right center. Fergus moving under it. And that'll do it. We've played 4 full. The fight and fill. 2 outs, runner on first base. Cruz, the next to hit. 1 for 2. And that's off the inside edge. Out in front, ripped foul. The Patriots trailing by 3. Bottom half of the 5th. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike. Next pitch misses away. Ball 2. That's a frustrating moment. That one didn't look terribly outside, but he's handling it well on the mound. Fly ball to right. Makes the catch. Inning over. Cruz steps in, trying to trim the deficit. This one lifted to center field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Duke Ellis.
Runner at first. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Garrett Martin. Here's the 1-1. Grounder up the middle. Gloves it. Not in time.
No,
safe. They're still in this one by the skin of their teeth. The infield single might give them a bit of oxygen here. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Duran. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's towards center. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Kind of an average performance. It was a loss for the team, and he was unremarkable at the plate. Jose Cruz working through his prep for this one, and he leads the league in RBIs. It's the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Somerset Patriots. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. One down. Next up for the Patriots, Jose Cruz. And that one fouled off. Out in front a bit on that fastball, and as a result, he pulled it foul. He needs to stay back and think up the middle. This one to right, and that is foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 away. Batting order turns over. The batter now, number 87. 1-2 offering. That's to third. Oh, great stop. Throw from the knees. Wow, that is a heck of a play. Nice Brooks Robinson impression on that play. Dives to the left, stabs it, then gets up and makes the throw over to first. Outstanding. One down. Now the third baseman, Jose Cruz. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. Swing, ground ball out to short. And now 2 gone. Nick Biddison getting ready to hit. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Tying run in scoring position. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming to the plate. Comes in to score. The tag at third, and he is out. That's the third out. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 1 out, and the base is empty. In the air to center, Fergus gets there under it and makes the catch. Here's the third baseman, Jose Cruz. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. 1 out, and the base is empty. High fly ball to right field. Biddison under it. Gets there. Got it.
Now batting, the center fielder, Duke.
Digging in for the Fightin' Phils, Cade Fergus.
2, Cade Fergus.
The Fightin' Phils down to their last strike. To third. On to first. Ball game. This is a game to flush, no doubt. They got the win, but he may be feeling like he let the team down. Jose Cruz digs in now. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Up the middle. Can't come up with it. To first, and it just gets there in time. 1 away.
Batting third, the second baseman, Brayden.
So 2 on and 2 out. Next up, the designated hitter, Jose Cruz. 0 for 1. Kicks and delivers. Grounder to the left side, and it goes just foul. Now here's the 0-2. And there's a ball. Got ahead 0-2, but that one wasn't close. Not much chance the batter's going to offer.
ball.
In the dirt, but kept it close. But the runners do not advance. The next offering misses, and it's 3-2. Braden Shoemate in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Now the payoff pitch. And that one hammered, and it's into the gap. One run's in, headed for the plate. Also in to score. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. That's about as well as you can hit one on the inner half. Placed it perfectly in the gap with loud contact and earned the two-bagger. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Braden Shoemate.
No one better. Clutch up right here.
In the air to left, settles underneath it, and makes the catch. That'll end the inning after a lot of runs across. Second, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Cruz.
Clutch up. Drive him in for us.
Scorched left field line. And that's a base hit. One run's in, runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Relay throw, not in time, and the run scores. And they take a 3-run lead. That makes 2 doubles for him on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. Two down and a runner at second base. And now Braden Shoemate. 2-2 pitch. Got the batter looking for the K. That ends the inning and prevents things from getting out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left to board. Moving on to the 5th. Digging in for the Patriots, Jose Cruz. What a profile he's got at the plate with strong contact and power ability, but he's devoted to preparation too. This afternoon was no exception. He's always ready to go when first pitch comes. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Cruz, 22 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. This one is labeled. Looks like extra bases. He makes the turn and digs for second base. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. Seeing the ball very well in this game. Beautiful swing there leads to the double, and the hitting coach has to figure out how they can make that the default swing going forward. A minor leaguer who can unlock that swing consistently is going to be on the rise. Man at second, 1 away. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Braden Shoemate. McMillan checks the runner, back in easily. Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Swings and flares it. Brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now batting, right fielder, Garrett.
2 away and a runner in scoring position here. And next, the cleanup hitter, Garrett Martin. Towards first, Pinellas.
You're here, on the back.
Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 runner left on. Stepping to the plate
Now
for Somerset,
batting,
Jose Cruz.
Hitter, Jose Cruz.
That's a ball.
And the slider just misses. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. And That one almost got him. That'll back him up a bit. 3-0, here's the pitch. That just missed. Walked the batter on 4 pitches.
Now batting.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Now up, Braden Shoemate. 2-2, and the pitch. Runner on the move. Out to short, Rodriguez. Whips it to first in time. 2 down. With that kind of downward action on the slider, you're going to get a lot of grounders just like that. Hard to lift it. Man at second here with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Garrett Martin. This pitch popped up. DeMartini settles underneath it. Gets there. Got it. Coming up now to the dish for Reading, Carter Matheson. 0-2, rocks and fires. Hit hard on a line. And that's the ball game. Every time up, he was a threat. That's a big piece of why they got the win. Impressive showing for sure.
Got summer camps up in Vegas. We went from living just nameless to people saying we famous. The mission was never aimless. I'm showing them what the aim is.
Jose Cruz, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase his skills on the diamond. It's the Reading Fightin' Phils. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill, Jose Cruz. We're well into the season. With the success he's having on the hill, his odds of advancing look quite good. Cruz, ready to go, looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
Number 82, Felix Reyes.
Chop to third. Luciano. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So digging in, Jose Rodriguez. In the air to the right. Makes a nice running catch.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 6, Nick Biddison.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Runner at first, 1 away.
Ball, no.
Might have released that curve a little too soon. It backed up on him a bit. And the count 1-2. Got it. That's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 3, Carter Matheson.
And now the center fielder, Carter Matheson. The 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Play made. That ends the inning. They strand 1. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Cruz up now, facing one of the most hyped young arms in the game. Cruz with 4 runs batted in his last game, and he's challenging that called strike, and it's going to stay a strike. That knocks him down to 1 challenge left. Fly ball down the line, and there's 2 down. The Fightin' Phils at the plate here in the second inning. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Couldn't lift that one, but he really ripped it back through the middle. Great timing, loud contact, and not much of a chance for the fielders to make a play on it.
Back!
Quick move to first. Colesberry back easily. Go ahead, run it first. Nobody out. Here in the top of the second. Late on that fastball. Trying to get him chasing on the changeup. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Up the middle, Shoemake. Flips it, there's one. Double play, that is outstanding defense. That play looked smooth and simple, but it's anything but. Credit to them for an outstanding double play. Now the third baseman, Carson DeMartini, collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Second inning, no score thus far.
No.
Swings and misses. That's strike two. Two outs and nobody aboard. Swing and a miss. Chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, and that ends the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. We move on to the third inning. Leading off, Paul McIntosh. He swings and fouls one off. McIntosh goes 5'11", 28 years old, and he's usually a catcher, but today he's starting at first. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Pitches in the dirt. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Right.
One out and the base is empty. And that drops in for a strike. That just misses. And it's 1-2. What a take with two strikes. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Kicks foul. Puts this one in the air down the line. Long run, tracks it down. Out number two.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order here. Stepping to the plate next for Redding, number 82. Reached on an infield single the first time. That's in there for strike one. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at bat. Gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Rodriguez.
Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to right center. Corona heading to the alley. Makes the catch. Inning over. One runner left aboard. So 2 down. Next up for the Patriots, Jose Cruz. Ground ball to third base. Sends it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Cruz ready to go again, facing the heart of this lineup. Challenge accepted. Swings through that one. Late swing, fouled it off. And here's the 0-2. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right over the middle, and he collected the single because of it.
Carter Matheson.
Outside.
Cruz will challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they are now out of challenges. That ABS review is sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, innovating vision care since 1887 in Jericho, New York. Try their new daily contact lenses that fully dissolve after 24 hours with a 99% success rate. And the slider just misses. He's had great control all game, but it's a 3-ball count now. Batter has to be ready to hit. Wallops this one out towards right center. Should be extra bases. Lead runners around second. Coming around third. Runner scores, and they have the lead. That is an RBI triple. That's smart hitting to use the count to your advantage like that. He knew the pitcher had to come into the zone, and he found a pitch to hammer. Cruz trying to hit the reset button after giving up the run. Not out of this jam yet either. Colesbury takes a ball, standing in for the second time. Struck the batter out without a swing. Clipped the bottom of the zone with the curve for strike 3. One run in the inning so far. Top half of the 4th. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Missed inside with the curveball. On 0-2, hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Nice job, Luciano. It's there for the out. Runner scores from third.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 away here, nobody on. And here is Carson DiMartini. 2 hits in last night's game. Oh, 1 now. Chopped left side. Fires to first on the run. Out of there. Nice play. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead to the bottom of the 4th inning now. Reading ahead in this game, 2-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th inning. Michael Arias coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Runner at first, nobody out. Cruz up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Ripped, but it curls foul. So close on that one. He's got to stay back a little longer. Good contact, though.
Ball 2.
Nobody out and a runner at first. Swing and a miss as that one was high. Been impressive watching how he's attacked both up and down in the zone with excellent command. still 2-2 after the foul ball. Popped up right side. McIntosh under it. And makes the catch. Well, he got a lollipop of a breaking ball, but he couldn't quite get the swing just right. That's what caused the pop-up. One down. And now the DH, Jose Cruz.
Ball.
Winds, kicks, here's the pitch. Sharp grounder into the outfield for a hit. So they get a runner on with a one-out single.
That ball was hit hard. Good job. You
Now
squared up.
batting, center fielder.
Digging in for the Patriots, Duke Ellis. Runner on the go. Up the middle, Rodriguez. And that is out number 2. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Hardman. 0-1, here's the pitch. On the ground to third.
On the back, on the back.
There in plenty of time, ends the inning. One runner left on base. It's a 5-0 game.
It's the hot topic. No, they are.
Runner at first with one gone. McGinnis will hit next. Here's a grounder up the middle. Nice stop. Slings to second. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Gotta love the diving stop after a great initial read. So up next, Kennedy Corona. This pitch popped up. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Cruz, some decent work in a shorter start. Can't pin this defeat on him at all. He put them in position to come away victorious with a good start.
In this funny state, looking at the time, you're still wide awake, and I'm still feeling. We've been right here before. The sky is getting bright. I know that it's different, 'cause you're always